Hey, what is going on, everyone, and welcome to the final blog post of patch 5.9. Today we're going to be taking a look at the latest member of the Young Avengers, or rather the last one to come to the team, Kate Bishop. And now there is going to be a strike time video related to the Young Avengers. We're not going to get a chance to watch that here in today's video. We are going to be going over that tomorrow, though, on my Twitch live stream at noon Pacific time. We're going to have a wider conversation about Young Avengers more broadly. We might get to some of that today here, but we're just going to be taking a look at the blog more generally, and then kind of talk about what my plans are for patch 5.10 going forward with this team and with the information that we have so far. Before we get to the blog, though, I just want to talk really quickly about my Patreon. Hey everyone, so I just wanted to remind you all about my Patreon that I launched last month because I've been getting a lot of people asking me about roster reviews as of late, and so instead of considering the fee for that, why not consider subscribing to my Patreon tiers? Even just supporting the channel would be awesome at tier 1, but tier 2 and 3 have different roster review services if you're looking for something text-based or your own unique video. So this is the best way to both support me and get this at the same time, on top of all of the other Discord-related benefits that you'll get alongside your name at the end of all of my videos. If you're interested in this, then go check out patreon.com/Boilon. So thanks again to all my current patrons, and let's get back to the video. Alright everyone, so here we are, Kate Bishop's bullseye in the sky with the graphic of Kate Bishop wearing what looks like heart sunglasses. If you zoom in, actually, to me it looks like heart-shaped sunglasses. Maybe they're circular, maybe I'm blind. Either way, they're purple. There's Kate Bishop in the purple jumpsuit, looking pretty good. And so we're gonna skip over the lore stuff about Kate Bishop. You know, if you want to learn more, you can read this, or you can go watch the Hawkeye TV show, because that's where a lot of her is in. They talk about her and the Young Avengers down here, though, and actually talks about Cassie Lang and Stature, who is actually an original member of the Young Avengers. So this part bothers me, but let's continue on anyways, and we're going to talk about her actual kit, because that's what we're here to really talk about. So for the Young Avengers team, Kate Bishop is a controller with high focus and 200% accuracy, making her immune to blind. Okay. She empowers the Young Avengers and makes the team incredibly powerful on war defense. Kate Bishop also has a powerful charged mechanic that has additional potency on war defense. Similar to Heroes for Hire, she gains 5 charges on spawn once per war. Oh boy, everyone. So this is where the fun begins. And then on turn, on turn, if charged, grant ability energy to all Young Avengers. So this actually kind of fixes some of the stuff that I talked about. If you guys remember from Echo's kit, maybe we'll take a look about that after. Echo has an ultimate that slows and also turn bar rewinds, but it wasn't available until turn 3. So it looks like Kate Bishop is going to fix that problem alongside some of the other characters, allowing them to use their special and ultimate abilities more often. The updates coming to America Chavez, Miss Marvel, and Squirrel Girl will boost the base stats, giving them better survivability. So we'll see if there's any kit changes to these characters. I don't know how much Squirrel Girl, if she actually needs anything, but the base stats will be welcome, of course, as well. To learn more and see Kate Bishop, so we have the strike time video here. We're not going to be going over it specifically today here, though, in this blog post video. Let's talk about Kate Bishop as a whole, though. So her traits: Hero, Global, Tech, Controller, Young Avenger. Okay, so she's Controller, she's Tech. That's a surprise. Okay, I just kind of glossed over that the first time. She's Tech. This is kind of strange. Not skill. So is she going to be the answer? Is she going to be a answer to Doomraid Tech? Let's find out what her kit is. So basic, Acrobatic Archer. Attack primary target for 225% piercing, plus clear 2 random positive effects. That's pretty good for a basic. On crit, chain to 1 adjacent enemy for 225% piercing and clear 2 random positive effects. On war defense, apply taunt to each target. Okay, that's interesting. If this character has charged, gain 25% crit for this. This attack cannot be blocked or dodged. So far, coming out of the gate, really good basic, clearing positive effects. I don't know how many characters in the tech lane currently have that, really, so this is actually pretty cool already. Trick arrows on a cooldown of 3. That's what I like to see on characters, low cooldown abilities. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 275%. Flip 3 positive effects on each target to negatives. That's really good. This screams, so I'm thinking Doomraid Tech at the same time as War Defense. This is really good. If this character has charged, apply offense up for 2 turns to self and all Young Avenger allies. Okay, so she's probably going to have charge. They said that on spawn in War Defense. If this character does not have charge, fill speed bar plus 75% and gain charge. So she can gain charged, you know, even in something like Doomraid Tech, but she gets 75% speed bar for doing this move. Wow, that's pretty good. Ultimate, empty the quiver. Energy cost 2 out of 5. So this is available on turn 2 if you're using... turn 3, sorry, if you're using her in Doomray Tech, I think. But otherwise, there's probably a way to get those energy in War Defense. Attack all enemies for 300% piercing. Now, it's kind of a low value, but it is piercing. So that's still pretty good, and it hits everyone. If this character has charged, apply blind for 2 turns to the enemy with the highest damage and 2 random negative effects for 2 turns to all other enemies from this list of defense down, disrupt, offense down, and slow. This is like Cloak and Dagger tech. Wow. So blind to 2 targets. Or sorry, 1 target for blind, but then 2 negative effects for everyone else. That's really good. This is Cloak and Dagger blind. Cloak and Dagger tech, sorry. Wow, I'm really impressed. Lose charged. So you do need a charge to do this, though. So you want to wait until you have a charge. So this would be more effective in War Defense, presumably. But it's possible that you can go from, like, say, the special to gain charge, you know, in Doomray Tech, and then save up to use this. So that's not bad. On War Defense, do not lose charge. On War Defense, gain 100% extra focus for this. And then on War Defense, apply speed up for 2 turns to self and all Young Avenger allies. Okay, so a lot of buffs going on here. An offense up on the special for Young Avengers. So offense up and speed up from Kate Bishop to the Young Avengers. I like what I see so far. Passive Stubborn Defiance. On spawn, apply offense up for 2 turns to self and all Young Avenger allies. So again, on spawn, offense up. And this is in war, outside of war, but what I like is that you're getting this on spawn buff, and then you're going into the special. So you're really always going to have offense up at this point, as long as Kate Bishop's on the team. So this part's nice. On death of a Young Avenger, or when a Young Avenger ally drops below 50% health, attack a random enemy for 200% piercing and apply blind and slow. So that's interesting. It's either, I guess, if they die outright, or if they just drop to low enough health. And keep in mind that when a Young Avenger ally drops below 50% health, that also triggers Squirrel Girl's passive, which then heals them and gives them defense up and fills the speed bar of Squirrel Girl. So there's multiple things going on here when an ally drops below 50% health. When this character drops below 50% health, gain 2 of 8. So a bit more survivability for Kate Bishop. This is really screaming a possible character here for Doomray Tech. Move over to T'Challa. This sounds better to me. Gain 25% resistance. Young Avenger allies gain 25%, of course. On War Defense, gain 5 charge on spawn of their initial match. This action occurs only once per war. On turn, if charged, grant 1 ability energy to self and all Young Avenger allies, then lose 1 charge. So this is her way of feeding the rest of the team ability energy on her turn. And this can happen 5 times. Now, it doesn't seem to have like the super survivability of Heroes for Hire. It's not like constant revives and healing and things like that. So let's see what these updates are, though. So we're getting a base stat rework for America Chavez, which is quite significant. You can see the stats here, up 20 to 33%. You know, a lot of good numbers here. 25% damage isn't enough. We'll have to wait for another video. I'll do a breakdown of these base stat increases and kind of look at it, what it is now, what it's going to be, and what it's going to look like in terms of how they stack up to other characters. So wait out for those videos. I'll be doing that this weekend. Special. All right, so she's getting a rework a little bit, maybe. Shooting Star special. So that's like her big bash. She just goes and hits you in the face. If Kate Bishop is an ally, this always crits. Okay, so nothing huge there, but, you know, that's not too bad here, I guess. Ultimate. Okay, we're still getting the clear positive effects, but on War Defense, target the enemy with the least speed bar. So I'm not sure who that necessarily is intended to attack. We'd have to see how that works, like, in practice. On War Defense, flip 3 positive effects into negatives instead of clearing them. Okay, so that's good. Flipping is always better than clearing. Again, I'm not sure who this is intended to. Who is the person with the least speed bar when you're fighting them with Infinity Watch or something like that? I'm not sure. We'll have to see what that is in practice, like on War Practice. Passive. Okay, Young Avengers and Hero Brawlers gain 25% max health, so that's an improvement of 5%. On War Defense, on spawn, fill speed bar by 25% for only adjacent allies, not all allies. So we're getting a little bit of a speed bar mechanic here, but only to the adjacent allies. So I'm assuming you're going to want this to go to, like, Echo and Echo and Kate Bishop, probably, because they're going to be the two newer, probably the two best characters. On War Defense, reduce enemy drain by 100%. So no more draining, no more health draining for Infinity Watch, because that's basically what it's there for. On War Defense, if this character has 3 or more Young Avenger allies, reduce enemy damage by 20%. That's quite significant as well. So you only need 4 of them for that to activate. So this can happen actually out of the gate if you were to use Miles, hypothetically, but I don't know if you would or not. Miss Marvel... Oh, wait. Yeah, this is America Chavez. Yeah, so you could do this without the newer characters. Miss Marvel's updates, not as huge as America Chavez. She got some focus and resistance bumps, but the health, damage, and armor is not as big as I would have expected. 17% health, 14% for damage. America Chavez got, what, 33% health and 25% damage. So a little bit of a disappointment there, but let's find out. So the basic now gives 2 deflects instead of 1. The special, she gains taunt for doing this on War Defense, so she is the de facto tank for Young Avengers at this point. It heals a little bit more. The slow thing is still there, but that's okay, because if she's getting taunt, then it doesn't really matter if she has slow, and actually that's okay, because, you know, that means she's going to be taunting for longer if it's not cleared. The passive, now, this was pretty big. Oh my god, it got a lot. Okay, so the newer stuff here is in bold. When this character drops below 50% health, clear taunt. So she's not going to taunt all the way to dead. She is going to drop the taunt when she's not healthy enough. This is kind of like very similar to a Red Guardian mechanic, I think. Gain 25% armor. Young Avengers allies gain 25% armor, so that's not bad. On War Defense, 25% more. Okay, so 25% flat, 50% in War Defense. On War Defense, Young Avenger allies gain an additional 25% and also 25% max health. So that's good, because the max health actually gets improved by Squirrel Girl. She improves by, I believe, 20% on her passive, and this is in and out of war. Now Miss Marvel is giving a little bit more in war defense, so that's an additional 25% on top of what Squirrel Girl gives, so that's pretty nice too. And Squirrel Girl's updates, wow. 20% max health for Squirrel Girl and 25% damage. Her stats at 114% armor. Her stats were already crazy good. Better than any of the other members. The existing members. So I can't believe that she's seeing an improvement that much already. Let's see what kind of kits on War Defense. If you guys know, I'm not going to talk about her kit more generally because she's been around for a while. If health started above 90%, gain 1 ability energy. So this is going to go right into Squirrel Army, I think, because that's a turn 2 ability. Clear negative effects before healing. That is good, because they kind of... Now, why does that have to be a War Defense thing? This kind of bothers me a little bit. Really, anyone who clears should clear before healing. That's just how it should be for all healers. Ultimate, Squirrel Army, fill speed bar by 10... Oh, wait, sorry. Apply heal block for 2 turns, and offense down. Wow, so this is in and out of war. Fill speed bar by 10% for each Young Avenger ally. This is pretty good. So this is going to happen on turn 1 now, I think, on War Defense. And this is going to give her like an extra, 40% turn bar, basically, after using this. Pretty nice. The attack cannot miss and cannot be counterattacked. Passive, alright. Let's see. So when a Young Avenger ally drops below 75% health, apply 2 deflect to that ally. So previously, it was this stuff up here, below 50%, apply defense up to that ally and fill her speed bar. So when a Young Avenger ally drops below 50% health, same stuff, and it's exactly the same. So that part's the same. This is new. So they're getting deflect. So if one attack possibly dropped them below 75 and 50, I'm assuming that they'll probably get 2 deflect and defense up at the same time, but this will need to be tested, I think, just to be sure. When a Young Avenger ally drops below 25% health, apply 2 death proof. Wow. And what I like about this, what I love about this, is it's outside of war. It doesn't have a war defense text, so you could use this. Like, I'm using Squirrel Girl right now in Doom Raid 2 Bio. Like, I am super excited about this Squirrel Girl stuff. Gain 25% drain. This is it's an improvement of 5%. It's okay. And a 5% increase in the max health here. So 25% outside of war, in and out of war, and then an additional 25% for max health for Miss Marvel up here. It's just a lot of boss. It's a lot of boss. Alright, so what else is there? So we know that Echo is going to be the campaign event character. So that's going to be happening towards the start of the patch next week or sometime soon after. Looks like there's also... Oh, wait, maybe it's an event store. Oh, sorry, maybe not a campaign event. She's going to be an event store. My bad. My bad, everyone. So the Fighting Spirit milestone. Earn progress towards a 3-day milestone that repeats 5 times. So a 15-day event by winning in Blitz. That's not exciting. Okay, we hate Blitz. But it is what it is, and normally these event stores have to do with Blitz. So keep an eye out for a future video for this, because I'll be doing that, of course. Mirror image milestone. Rack up points towards a 15-day milestone by spending... Okay, so this is like currency spending in the store, and you're going to get this. So there's 2 milestones. This, where you're probably going to get the majority of your currency, and then this, where you're going to spend the currency to get other stuff. So that is fine. And milestone rewards include Echo character shards. Now... It doesn't say that you're going to be getting her shards in the store. So this could be like a similar to Magic. So we'll have to wait and find out. A ranked leaderboard. Okay. They did that for Icarus. It hasn't come back since. It says exclusive rewards such as Teal Uniques. It doesn't say if it's going to be shards or currency, so we don't really know too much about that at this point. Bonus events, this is pretty typical. Ionize, Train and Gain, Raid Frenzy, Energy Overload, all this stuff here. Character availability. Cloak is moving to the Raid store on February 1st, so that's going to be on Tuesday, so just before the patch. Watch out for that at 4 p.m, so that's great. That's a really friendly spot. I cannot believe that. This whole blog post has been unbelievable. Cloak to the Raid store, that's crazy. Starting on February 3rd, you get Scarlet Spider shards in the orbs. I guess in the orbs. Scarlet Spider in the orbs. I don't know why they mentioned it in that way. Speaking of the Mega Orb, if you wanted to try and grab shards for... What? Why the hell would we want Heimdall in the Mega Orb? That part was confusing to me. Alright, let me know what you think about Heimdall leaving the orb. Probably you don't care. Show. Weekly events, we have double shards for Villain Mystic Controllers, we have the Phoenix repeating legendary event, we have Killmonger Blitz, and Strike Pass Season 12, which is going to reward Deathpool shards. That's surprising. They're being really, really friendly here with the new Warriors, it seems. Red Star featuring Echo starting on February 1st, or, you know, basically the start of the patch. And then Wakanda Nation double for Wakanda's for Chaos Theory. And then, of course, round 2 of T'Challa next Thursday. Alright, this was a really heavy blog. Lots of stuff to talk about. We're going to have to go over this a lot more in my Twitch and my YouTube videos coming this weekend. What do you guys think about the Young Avengers? Like, so we saw that with Kate Bishop. She's funneling, I was going to say funneling energy into the Young Avengers. And this is why I wanted to just really mention this really quick. The debilitating brawl from Echo. This is her ultimate here because it's a turn 3 ability. But now on War Defense, this is not going to be a turn 3 ability. So it'll be really interesting to see how this shapes up against other characters when you're using her on the War Defense. Because this is a really nuts attack when you really break it down. Because you're reducing the speed bar of the enemy by 25%. And this rebounds to 4 to 6 adjacent targets. So this is really huge. We'll have lots more time to talk about and break down Young Avengers and all the increases to the stats, all of that in the coming days. I'm going to be working on that this weekend. Also, really quickly, I just want to share with you guys my Young Avengers currently as they sit. Now, obviously, Miles is a member of the Young Avengers, and with the stat reworks to Squirrel Girl and the improvements to the kit, I'm going to continue to run Squirrel Girl in Doom Raid 2 bio. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm doing that. That video is going to come out pretty soon as well because I have a little clip of me using Squirrel Girl as it sits right now, and I'm really excited to see how things shape up and change with her kit. Also with Miss Marvel and Young Avengers, Miss Marvel and Chavez, I've been putting in 1 level a day to work my way up for this team. I don't normally invest in War Defense teams, but this is the one exception that I'm going to make this time around, I think. So let me know in the comments down below, how excited are you for the Young Avengers? I actually am. Now, you know, you guys know me, you know, I really love Young Avengers, but I kind of wish there was different characters coming. Kate Bishop is great, but Echo kind of not what I wanted. I did want like real true Young Avengers. Maybe down the line in the future we might get some mixed matches. I would love to see a Hulkling and Wiccan down the line, but it doesn't look like we're going to be getting that right away. So let me know all that in the comments down below. And of course, until next time, have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon, signing out.